Hello, everyone,
Howdy.
and welcome back to the Frasier podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So this is another one of those lesson episodes.
Yeah, it was all right. Like it wasn't gangbusters as some of the previous episodes have been,
Yeah.
but it was still enjoyable. I still had a good time.
How'd you feel about the message of this episode?
I mean, like, I get it. Like, especially for people of a different, because like, you know, it's less about just like, oh, keep your privacy private, and I mean that's part of it, but you know, it's also generational. You know, like Frasier's certainly a bit more cavalier and comfortable with talking about, you know, the intimate aspects of their life, of his life, but not so much his father's generation, you know? So, like, I get it. It's fine. I understood the message, but, like, it doesn't really apply to me very much.
Yeah, right.
So, such is the way. I don't mind talking about any of that stuff, but it's behind the sub wall, so none of you guys get it. Behind the sub wall. Remember, I said 10,000 subs.
And then Darian will talk about all of his craziest kinks
Like
for all of you.
Craziest ones. You guys don't even know how fucking wild it gets over
Yeah,
here.
sure. Sure, Jan.
Fucking buck wild and crazy, man. Shit.
Sure, Jan.
Vanilla with a tiny bit of cinnamon.
There ain't nothing wrong with
He doesn't even like a cherry on top in his, like, ice cream sundaes.
That's because I don't like maraschino cherries. What the fuck?
You can't even go, like, the plainest of it, oh my god.
Shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking mouth. Horrid. Terrible.
Not even a little bit of choking involved. Like, what's even the point?
What do you mean?
Would you let in a little bit of choking as a treat?
As a treat? Well, it's not up to me, really.
If you're the one being choked, I think
Oh,
that
well,
would be.
that's a little different, I guess. I don't know. Don't know. I haven't been there. I haven't gotten there yet. Who knows?
Anyone in the audience, would you like to volunteer to sexually choke
To choke
Darian?
me? I mean, like, to be fair, you kind of need big hands. I got a thick neck.
I don't know how.
I got a thick neck. My neck's kind of thick.
Yeah, and Murdoch's also looks.
His is
thick.
all fluff, dude.
Yeah, and how much does your neck compress when being choked?
Like, my hands are big, and I can, like, fit my hand pretty solidly around my neck. It doesn't, like, that, like, taking Murdoch as the example, that'd be like putting your hands out to here on the end of his fur and squeezing down to, like, here.
Yeah.
What I've heard, you have to put pressure on the sides.
It's pressure on the sides of the neck, because you're not trying to crush someone's windpipe when you sexually choke them. You're just trying to constrict the airflow.
Speak for yourself.
But you're not trying to damage someone's windpipe. That'd be ridiculous. Calm down, sir. There's an art to sexual choking. It's not just going wild and crazy and actually murderous. Unless you're just like, hey, I'm actually going to bring you within an inch of your life. But that's not for everybody. Don't know how to tell you this, Josh. Not everyone has that experience. No, gotta say, not everyone has that experience.
See, this is the reason why Brian's relatable.
He's more like I'm watching the light drain from your eyes, and now I'm gonna stick it inside you.
Yeah.
Goodness.
What do you mean now?
My
It's
God.
during the entire process.
Oh,
What are you
I
talking
see.
about?
I see.
That was
He-
a good CG in
he has to-
Arches where he pins Cameron onto the floor and choking him.
He has to wait till he sees the light completely fade out of your eyes before he nuts.
No.
I see.
Yeah, it's cute.
Okay. Sure. Absolutely.
It's
God.
fine. It's fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah, we have Melissa.
Melissa.
Melissa's just out here.
Yeah, we found her, and now it's all dark and really fucking
She
scary
doesn't
in
know
this
what's
bitch.
happening.
Because Mr. Hendricks was freaking out about something.
Mr. Hendricks.
Because Mr. Hendricks just knew she was in this hole.
Yeah. What did he cover?
Like, Does this hole lead directly into
In,
like
his office?
his office?
Did he just like move the filing cabinet over the hole?
I guess, but like, why would you build it like this? Why the fuck would you do this?
I like to think that he like goes, huh, I wonder if that spider is still there.
Still-
Moves the cabinet and the spider's just there.
Ah.
And he's just like,
Oh,
look at you. Yep.
Scoots.
Scoots.
Maybe. I don't know.
Mr. Briggs.
That's something you'd like to take a look at if you want to climb down in that hole for me, Mr. Briggs.
I'm sure Mr. Briggs has climbed into a lot
Of holes. Mm-hmm. How bad you want that extra gold?
You know,
brother?
the way he says, like, your daddy was better. I'm just like, that
This
just,
is pretty good.
my brain
Gotta get
is
the
going wild.
gotta get the father, get the son. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Get the father, get the son. And then you can just tell which one's better, and then you can let them solve that out between the two of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, be like, well, maybe if you did something different, I might change my answer. And then you
Right.
just sleep with both of them again.
At the same time?
No, probably not.
Okay.
I'm saying probably not. The likelihood is incredibly low for that to actually happen. Just saying. I'm just saying. Incredibly low.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very low.
Sure, sure. The light in the hole goes completely dark.
Completely dark.
I didn't pre-click. I'm sorry. I got
It's
distracted.
okay.
So
It's quite alright.
you know,
We just get to watch
get
Melissa cower in fear.
Melissa.
Damn game. Come on.
There we go.
There we go.
Melissa starts screaming. Just drop us a rope, you fucking asshole. He sealed us up. I know, we're gonna have to go back. But we can't go back. Yes, we can. We've been in this cave hundreds of times. We'll be fine, okay? She nods, but I can tell her heart isn't entirely in it. She's cooperating with me, which is all I need. We're getting out. We're gonna be okay. Oh,
Oh, it's this one.
it's this one. Yeah.
This is the one where we was running from it and
Yeah.
it makes her out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember the directions? How to get out?
No, off the top of my head. I don't think it's gonna matter. We're not gonna have to do it.
Wouldn't that be fun though?
That would be hilarious to just do it. Just like, hey, we know you didn't like get any preparation for this. See if you get lucky.
You played the other routes.
Yeah, well, what if you played this one first?
Tough shit.
Just
die, I
yeah,
guess.
where's your intuition? Huh? How's your intuition is blithe?
Right. What the hell made him run off like that? Goddamn coward son of a bitch. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch.
Jesus shit.
So the strike is why I didn't hear anybody earlier. But as we're running through the tunnels, I can hear somebody. There's somebody close by in one of the tunnels. Why can't we... we can't go near anybody. Any of them might try to hurt us. Especially if it's that awful man. He's not trying to be quiet, and we know what that other man sounds like. I take the time to listen to his voice. He sounds panicked, and his voice is deep. Much deeper than whoever Melissa heard. But what's he saying?
Podparks. Pretty sure it's Nick. We're gonna get...
But it's yellow.
Nick's is yellow.
Oh, his was yellow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been that long, you don't remember.
Oh, yeah, it's been like a year.
It's true. And we literally haven't seen Nick in a route for months.
I miss him.
I also miss him, but hey, we might get to see him.
I miss my bed.
On my bed of a man.
Honestly, he would be very comfy.
He'd be so
Right?
comfy.
I think I've heard that voice before. Central European. I think I've heard that word before. You can speak it? No, but one of my dad's friends is a lack.
I guess. I'd have to assume.
Latch?
Lack, I'm pretty sure.
I think it means arsonist? You don't think there's a fire in a tunnel, do you? Things that just got really bad for us, if there is. Oh. We see a very large man running through the beams of light towards us. I think he's a bear? No, he's a badger.
Let's go, he's here!
Oh my
He's
god.
here!
And Sam doesn't get to see him?
That sucks. More for us. There he is. What a sight. What a sight for weary eyes.
Just you were talking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I miss this man.
Yeah. Big man, big sweaty man. Hey, stop.
What? Little girls?
A woman!
A woman? You shouldn't be down here. It's not safe. You have to run.
No.
Man.
Here I got worked up over nothing.
You're ready to settle in and have a fun, wacky adventure with Nick and Blythe?
Yeah.
This is the new party, right? Nick, Blythe, and Melissa.
Right.
Nick, Blythe, Melissa.
I'm gonna kill you.
Hell yeah.
Ushering in more work than I figured it would be with a crowd this big. I wipe my brow and glance left and right to make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. Everybody who's present, anyway. As soon as we get everybody into the chapel, the real wedding music starts to play. Gretchen is the first to walk up, standing next to the priest. She regards the crowd with a thin smile as her mother walks up the aisle. The aisles?
Aisle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And taking a seat at the front. Dahlia is still noticeably missing. She's down in the caves. She's the giant spider. hunting down these-
that's right.
Yeah.
See, it all came together.
Yep. God, I know you haven't watched Resident Evil Vendetta.
No.
But that movie, like, it doesn't open with this scene, but one of the first scenes is a guy having a wedding.
Uh-huh.
You just see an airplane in the distance, and then it just drops a bomb on the wedding.
That's awesome.
It zooms out for the huge explosion, and then it cuts back in. The groom is the only one alive, unscathed. And he's holding the disembodied arm of his wife, and he's just crying, and the smoking smolders around him.
That sounds amazing.
And I'm like, this is what I want. This is the tone that I want.
That's what you need in a Resident Evil
And I
movie.
want that to happen.
That
here.
sounds so fun. Jim is the only one left completely unscathed. Just holding.
And he's crying tears of joy as he's holding Holly's arm.
He's like swinging it around over his head.
Like, yeah. Now he's got overall enthusiasm.
He does. Oh my god.
Jim appears next and walks up the aisle by himself towards Gretchen. Though I might describe it as much of a skulk than a walk. Okay. Holly appears next and walks up the aisle with Alfred holding her arm. She's as radiant as ever, especially standing next to her father. You don't have to lie. The room hangs on the priest, who inhales for a moment, then slips his forked tongue out his mouth. Okay. He pauses for a while. God damn it. Is something the matter, father? The snake looks like he's going to say something, but Mrs. Burns speaks first.
So, snakes in this world, are they just noodles or they got arms and legs?
Isn't Ethel?
I thought Ethel was a salamander.
I have no idea what Ethel's supposed to be.
I'm pretty sure she's a salamander. But like this distinctly says forked tongue snake. So is Snake long? Long man wearing clothes? Or just
Noodle.
arm legs? Yeah, noodle or arm legs. I don't know.
What would you prefer? I think it'd be weird if they were a noodle.
Yeah, like...
They would kind of have to
With-
have arm leg.
Yeah, with everyone else contextually. Like I guess if you like kept them, like if you gave them a distinctly snake head, you couldn't really argue that they would be anything else, you know?
Mm-hmm. The little puppy face.
Yeah, or I mean, if it was a venomous, it wouldn't have a puppy face. If it were a type of python, what if he'd have to be a python, and he would have to have like massive fucking arms, like a big strong.
Yeah, I feel like
python
snakes,
do squeeze.
I feel like snakes almost have to be Bara. They're all muscle. They're literally all muscle.
They are all just literally a muscle. That's true. There's no.
Yeah,
but like I would
venomous snakes can be little twink boys.
Little twink. That's my thought, right?
Yeah.
They'd be Twinkie
But like
boys.
the constrictors,
pythons?
oh, they gotta be Baras.
They say, check out these pythons. Bang bang.
Yeah. I will definitely milk a python. Like.
I'm sure. Cool. That's a sentence that you said for sure. You did say that with your whole chest. Good job.
Yeah.
Omedetou.
Does anybody else smell smoke? Is that rebel?
Is that rebel?
That line lives rent free in my head.
It's so good. What a pleasant movie.
It's pleasant.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Very just. I would call it solid overall.
Yeah.
I rewatched it the other day. I'm like, damn, this is good. This is a good movie.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, my favorite superhero movie of all time.
It's respectable. It's very nice. 2 is a pleasant watch, like for the most part.
Don't lie to yourself.
But Evelyn's there.
Yeah, exactly.
And Elastigirl is also there.
You can't just say the movie's okay because of that.
I don't know.
Yes.
Helen carries that movie
she
on
is
her fucking...
sexually lounging on all furniture in every scene she's in the villain. Like,
yeah,
They
Evelyn.
have to make
Yeah, the
sure they
Evelyn.
have an
Yeah.
ass shot.
Evelyn's pretty
There were
good.
several ass shots.
Evelyn's just constantly there. Like, they're having like serious business talk, and she's
she's just
lounging on
lounging.
this chair as if it's a bed.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just sitting there, like stroking her thigh.
She's just got the bisexual squat.
And I'm like, why is she like this?
I mean, the way that she looked at it.
Those-
incredible.
Those tired, sleepy eyes that are also just so horny when she looks at
Yeah,
Helen.
she has one of the lesbian haircuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, you're right. You're correct. No. Definitely watch that movie for Helen, though.
Oh my god.
She carries that movie on her back.
Oh, she carries a lot on her back.
You're thinking a little bit lower.
She carries a lot on her ass. Terrible. Dora stands and then points out the window. The Hendricks Manor. In the view of the window, we see a thick column of black smoke rising from the building, billowing into the sky.
Oh, that's when this happens.
The church door bursts open. We see both Niall.
Neil.
Niall.
Neil.
I want Niles to be here, though.
I'm sure you do.
Niels and Reuben.
Reuben. Like a sandwich.
I don't eat sandwiches.
That's true. You do have a distinct dislike for sandwiches.
It's a perversion of bread that I don't like.
My brother would be so angry.
Good. I'll die on my hill.
Good.
Bread is so pure and beautiful and tasty, and you're just gonna lather it up with so much shit to get rid of the bread taste?
No, it's not. It's not.
not
That's not the
about
purpose. The purpose is not to get rid of the bread taste. It's using bread as a vessel in combination with its delicious flavor to combine with other delicious flavors for a good sensory experience in your mouth.
No. Gotta respect the bread on its own temple.
I mean, you can, but like you're also allowed to use it for other things. Doesn't that just assert bread is the strongest because it carries all other food?
I would rather it carry just itself.
Well, what if bread wants to flex its power?
So here's the way I think about it. I think about it like going on a comfortable date with bread, right?
Okay.
It's nice, intimate, it's beautiful.
Okay.
And if you just have a whole bunch of other people at the table when you're trying to be intimate with this bread, like Mustard sitting there yucking it up, probably say something racist.
I mean, you're really out here assuming that bread isn't like poly. Okay.
Yes, but I want to have a nice singular date with bread.
Well, then that's a discussion you would have to have with bread,
and we
beforehand.
do often.
I see. Well, your relationship with bread is not the same as everybody else's because bread is poly. They might have a great intimate time with you, but for everybody else, they're like, "Hey, let's get some other people into this mix. I need all my holes filled," said bread. So, like, very important.
That's cheese.
That's true. Cheese sometimes got a lot of holes.
Cheese has a lot of holes.
That's Swiss.
And wants to be with a lot of
Wants
other
to be
things.
with a lot of other things. Yeah, Swiss, man. What a wild experience.
No. Panting and disheveled with sweat.
All you had to do was finish the fucking sentence. And we had to fucking... Holy shit. But we made it. We made it to the end of Murdoch's route so far.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Good job. Let's see.
Don't look at those
Don't
dates,
look.
guys. Don't look at those dates.
Don't look.
You didn't see any of those dates. You can all fuck off. How are you feeling? We've caught up with Mrjosh.
We have.
We never have to play this route again.
I'm exhausted. But, I mean, I want to see what happens when the next update comes out.
That's not how this works.
What do you mean?
We're gonna play all of what's available of Nick.
Uh-huh.
And then William.
And then
Cliff.
Okay.
And then Murdoch. We have a cycle
yeah,
now.
we do have a cycle. That's true.
We have a cycle.
That's true. Because, I mean, do they release in the same kind of...
No.
Oh, no. So, yeah. It's our... Okay,
The
I
last
understand.
3 updates have been just Nick.
That's so funny. Let's go.
So, like, I've heard, I've not been told, like, I don't know, but I have been told by someone that they speculate, so it's secondhand speculation. There you go. That they're just trying to finish routes currently.
Okay.
You know, because it seems like the routes are gearing up for their finales.
For the... Yeah.
You know?
We're poised in pretty much all of them. Poised to strike.
You have so much poise.
We get so much poise. That wolf ring? Holy shit, dude.
Wolf ring, dual hand shield. Go.
For fun, Havel's armor, right? Just fucking put that shit on.
Just put Havel's armors on as a treat.
As a treat.
Equip a straight sword.
Walk around as this big lumpy
That's
man.
easy mode.
Yeah, that is.
Easy mode is like you wear Havel's armor and you use a straight sword. Do you want to not care while playing Dark Souls? There you go,
Absolutely.
friend.
Oh my god. No. I liked how much the end of this the last while of this route, I liked how much it amped up. The drama, the delicious tea.
Yeah,
that we have been fed.
I like don't care much for the majority of Murdoch's route.
Mm-hmm.
And by that I mean like the entire first like 2/3
Reasonable.
so far. Where I'm just like,
that's fair. I sleep.
bored.
He said, I sleep. No, like because it can't focus.
yeah,
And we've
and
shifted
the back and forth between Blythe and just like, God,
Yeah.
please be relevant.
like I get, because we've strayed away from Sam's goal of I need to cover my tracks for the fact that I did a murder.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get the fuck out of town.
Yeah.
Which, like, kind of derails because, sure, now, according to the story, Sam, like, loves Murdoch or whatever. Which I get is why we want to stick around.
Yeah.
I would like if that was a little... If that transition was a little more, like, believable. It felt more organic in the other routes.
Yeah.
But, like, I understand it, but the fact that we could not pin down focus on what we wanted to do this route.
There was a lot of just things happening, and just it divides focus in a way that I'm like, kind of like, when I already don't like Murdoch that much to begin with. I'm just kind of like, oh, the bitch boy complaining about bullshit.
This little guy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's not William.
He's not William, so, like, what's even the point? But, I mean, I like where it's at, and I like where it's headed.
Oh, yeah.
So far.
Once, like, Jim comes in, I'm like...
It gets interesting.
Hello.
It gets a little spicier, that's for sure. But, I mean, I certainly sympathize with Murdoch's plight a lot more. Like, in in this last third, absolutely.
Yeah. It makes me go, like, I wish we, like, moved up
Mm-hmm.
the introduction of Jim and more of those plot elements.
Yeah. We
Just a little bit.
could have abandoned a bit of the photography stuff, because, like...
Oh, those were long photography sessions.
I mean, it felt like it just, like... It was there to be there, because it felt like that was the direction they wanted it to go in, and then they dropped it. You know?
Yeah, because I don't think that's going to be relevant anymore.
I don't think so either.
Unless we just go full Life is Strange, we're using the photographs to traverse
Yeah.
the metaverse.
Which, hey, I mean, we haven't seen any blue butterflies yet, but there's time. There's
It's
time.
true. It's true.
But we did make it. Cool. How are you feeling?
I think this is my least favorite route.
Mm-hmm.
I think I famously don't like Cliff.
Yeah.
Like, I think Cliff is my least favorite of the four.
Mm-hmm.
But I like his side cast
Yeah.
a lot.
I agree.
While, like, not into Murdoch, not that into his side cast.
Don't like his family.
Well, it's not that I dislike them, but I'm not, like, attached to them.
Yeah. Like, literally the only one I care about is Blythe.
Yeah, and she's just kind of there.
Yeah. I would have liked if she was more directly involved.
But it's kind of weird, right? Because she's neither, like... She's not the route partner.
Right.
But she's also not, like, the secondary... Like, the main supporting character. Because that's clearly Ralph.
Yeah. She's in
who's barely around anymore.
Yeah. She's in no way related to our route partner whatsoever.
No, I think that's what bothers me about Blythe.
Yeah. Like, if she made... Like, if she, instead of being, like, a cat and she was some kind of dog and it was, like, a cousin to the Burnses, which would have given her more reason to be around.
Yeah, because, like, you have, like, Yao,
mm-hmm.
who's, like, really involved with Nick's personal life. So it's like, oh, you're the secondary, like, character for this route.
Right.
Cool. You have Todd. Thumbs up.
Deputy
we
boy.
all love Todd.
We love that guy.
And even, like, Jeb.
Yeah.
in Cliff's route.
The guide, you know, someone who is integral to the journey that we are taking.
Yeah.
At least at the start, right? And now it's
having,
shifted
like,
a bit, but
Blythe just shows up.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
She's a...
We now have to dedicate a lot of time to make sure you're
relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just feels a little awkward.
They wrote Blythe's lines. They're like, damn, we love this kid.
Same.
We need to put her
in. And
right?
I get that.
Mm-hmm. This kid's awesome, hilarious. We need to put her in. Where do we put her? And
or maybe like, if she was like, I don't know, like have her actively be involved with Murdoch.
Yeah.
In some way.
Like maybe if she was more still kind of the same, but was like, oh, I'm apprenticing with Mr. Burns because I'm super interested in photography.
Yeah.
You know, like just something to make her more relevant to be around.
I feel like I'm playing two different routes in Murdoch's route, where I'm like, oh, we hard go onto the Blythe train for a bit, and then hard go onto the Murdoch, because Murdoch and Blythe like don't have they actively interacted with each other.
I'm struggling to think they may have once, but I doubt it. I don't think they have.
And that's a little weird to me.
I agree.
That's like, I think that's my major complaint for this route.
That's
just
fair.
like, it feels weird that like our new major supporting character is like so distant.
Because for as long as this route has been, and like how much time we've spent with Murdoch,
Yeah.
the fact that they had to like have a 0.5 route inside of it where we don't interact with Murdoch at all.
Yeah, those points are really
It's
weird.
like it's a weird choice,
Yeah.
you know. But
I look forward to seeing how the rest of this
How it goes on, yeah.
I'm sure we'll get back to this in 6 months.
if that,
Oof.
if that, we have a cycle. So like you're saying that Nick has had a couple updates. We'd have to wait until Williams route, and they could come out with Murdoch next. for
Yeah,
all we
yeah.
know,
If that happens to be it, then it happens to be that.
Oh well,
Like-
we know. We just got the. Whatever.
But Murdoch was the last one updated before the Nick updates.
Okay.
So I think
Do you think they're going a cycle, perhaps?
a little bit.
I mean, that'd be nice.
I don't know.
It'd make life a little easier. So.
It do be that way.
But-
It do be that way.
Well, that was cool. Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, we'll end the part here, everyone. So we'll see you guys around.